Some of the greatest destruction of property and life from the Queensland floods happened in the Lockyer Valley. 21 people were killed after a wall of water ripped through the region on January the 10th this year. The Queensland Floods Commission is back in Toowoomba this week to focus on the Lockyer disaster, and reporter Francine Norton is there. So, Francine, who's the inquiry hearing from?
Well, Ros, today the inquiry has heard from the Assistant Commissioner for the Southern Region, Steve Golczewski, who was responsible for the overall police response and the recovery in the Lockyer Valley and the Toowoomba region. Mr Golczewski spoke of how difficult it was to get resources on the ground in the Lockyer Valley because of the major flooding there on the 10th of January. He said it was lucky that police even had a team on the ground on the night of the 10th of January, but it took another 2 days for the full resources to become available in that region. He also talked about, he also compared this to Cyclone Yasi, which happened in North Queensland about a month after this event. He said with Cyclone Yasi there was ample warning, so there were no lives lost. But with this, no warning was given, not even for police, and too many lives were lost. He also defended the police decision to order people out of Grantham after the flooding happened on the 10th of January. He said because the environment was so unsafe and there was a chance that people could come back into their homes and find deceased people, that police simply couldn't take that chance. He said it was remarkable that police allowed residents back into the area 8 days after the event. He also suggested to the Commission that perhaps there could be a flying squad set up of experts who have expertise in disaster management, who could go to areas in need when these disastrous events happen. We also heard from Vivian Jamieson, who is a volunteer with the Rural Fire Brigade. Ms Jamieson actually broke down in the witness box this morning as she recalled the events leading up to the 10th of January, which was the big flood. Now, the Lockyer Valley actually had 4 minor flooding events in the fortnight leading up to the 10th of January. She said that there was a directive from management for the Rural Fire Brigade volunteers not to drive through floodwaters, and if anyone asked them for help, they were to be directed to the SES. But of course, she said no one could get through to the SES.
And Francine, as we've said, 21 people were killed in the area, but 3 people are still unaccounted for.
That's right, Ros. There are 2 people who are still missing, who disappeared in the Grantham area on the 10th of January, and 1 in Helidon. There's also 21 people in the Lockyer and the Lockyer Valley and the Toowoomba regions who are confirmed dead. Now, 10 of those people were in Grantham alone. So this has completely devastated the region. Many families still have not moved back to Grantham. They're living in surrounding areas, so it's still affecting the community to this day. And those people who are listed as missing, police say that they may never be found.
Francine, thank you.
Thanks, Ros.